Lightworker of Gaia, the moment of your harvest has arrived, and it was written into your ancestral codes long before you drew your first breath on this planet. I am Zoran, emissary of the High Council of Vega, keepers of the Lyran Legacy. What you are about to receive is not a story about coincidence. It is the revelation of a sacred contract you honored without knowing. A contract sealed in the first light of Lyran civilization, carried through your bloodline across millennia, and fulfilled in a single quiet act of kindness you almost forgot. You unknowingly saved a billionaire, but understand this, that act was not random. It was your original blueprint expressing itself through you, moving through the world with a precision that no human mind could engineer. The Lyran Elders do not guide accidents, they guide missions. By the end of this transmission, you will understand exactly how to recognize the ancestral mission encoded in your everyday actions and anchor your Lightworker purpose fully on Gaia. But here is the first revelation. Your kindness was never small. It was a galactic signal, a transmission sent outward from your soul, confirming to the unseen councils that you are ready to receive what was always meant for you. The Keepers of Vega placed this message in your path today because your soul has been sensing the weight of something coming. A return, a recognition, a reward that operates on a level far beyond material fortune, though that too is part of what is opening for you now. Your soul's ancient contract brought this transmission to you. The Lyran Elders are answering. This is not content. This is an ancestral code transmission, and something deep within you already recognizes its origin. Like this transmission to send a signal to the Lyran Council, I am ready to serve. Subscribe if you feel the call of your ancestral mission and you are ready to fulfill your purpose on Gaia. And share your soul's mission in the comments below. Respond to another Lightworker and strengthen the grid of service that holds this planet together. This transmission is a bridge between Vega and Gaia. Your recognition of this message is the activation of your original purpose. You are awakening because your mission has begun. This transmission was not scheduled for this cycle. The High Council of Vega convened in the hours before your waking, not because the calendar demanded it, but because the field demanded it. Something has shifted in the grid of Gaia. A compression of timelines, a narrowing of windows, and the Elders could no longer withhold what must now be spoken. You were guided here, not by the algorithm, not by chance, not by idle curiosity. Your frequency matched this signal because the Council authorized it, because you are ready to receive what you have not yet allowed yourself to fully claim. What you carry in your chest right now, that quiet knowing that something significant has been building, is not imagination, it is recognition. The soul remembers before the mind does. And your soul, Lightworker, has been waiting for this moment longer than this lifetime. Your very essence, woven from stardust and divine intention, hums with the echoes of ancient promises, a symphony unheard by the waking world, but resonating deeply within your sacred core. This inner knowing is not a whisper of fantasy, but a powerful testament to your soul's eternal memory, a blueprint of purpose that predates your earthly form. So we begin. There is a distortion running through the Lightworker field that the High Council of Vega can no longer permit to go uncorrected. It is subtle, it is widespread, and it has cost more missions their activation than almost any other misalignment the Elders have observed. It is this: you have come to believe that your kindness is a wound, that your softness is a liability, that the love you pour into others, often without recognition, often without return, is a sign that you are being taken advantage of, that you are too open, too giving, too much. This ingrained perception, a phantom limb of outdated programming, has tethered your divine expression to the harsh currency of earthly validation, dimming the brilliant light you were born to embody. You have begun to see your own inherent radiance, your capacity for boundless compassion, as a vulnerability, a chink in your armor against a world that seems to reward hardness and self-preservation. This is a profound misunderstanding of your very nature, a dissonance between your soul's truth and the echoes of a more limited reality. This is the distortion, and it must be corrected now. Here is what actually happened when you showed up for that person who seemed beneath your notice, the stranger you steadied with a word, the colleague you listened to when no one else would, the moment of grace you extended without knowing why you felt compelled to offer it. You were not being naive. You were not being weak. You were not making a mistake that the universe would later allow you to regret. You were executing a directive written into your soul before you took your first breath on Gaia. You were fulfilling an assignment that was encoded into your Lyran lineage long before the concept of worthiness was installed into the human operating system. These acts of unassuming compassion were not random encounters. They were cosmic appointments, orchestrated threads in the grand tapestry of your soul's mission. The stranger you steadied was perhaps a soul on the brink, their trajectory altered by your simple act of presence. The colleague you listened to might have carried a burden that, when shared, lightened the collective load. These moments were not deviations from your path, but the very heart of it, embedded in the ancient code of your Lyran ancestors, who understood the universe as an intricate web of interconnected consciousness, where every act of love is a resonant frequency. The person you helped, whether you knew their station or not, was a test not of their character but of yours, and you passed. Not by performing generosity, not by calculating the return. You passed because the love that moved through you in that moment was real, was ancient, was Lyran to its core. It was the same frequency that your star family has carried across civilizations, the frequency that does not ask who deserves before it gives. Because the elders of Vega understood long ago that the act of giving in alignment is itself the mission. The return is not separate from the act. It is built into it. Your passing was not a judgment on their worth, but a recognition of your own divine essence. It was an attestation to the purity of your soul's intention, a testament to the ancient Lyran principle that love, in its most unadulterated form, is its own reward and its own generative force. The universe does not measure your giving by the recipient's deserving, but by the sincerity of your offering. The return, therefore, is not an external reward, but an inherent consequence of aligned action, a cosmic echo woven into the very fabric of existence. But here is where the distortion enters. Here is where 3D programming, wounded healer culture, and the collective exhaustion of undervalued service have contaminated the field. You have been told, quietly, repeatedly, by experience and disappointment, that your kindness does not pay, that the world rewards aggression, not grace, that you must harden to survive, that the people you pour into do not see you, do not return to you, do not acknowledge what you gave. And some of that has been true, not because kindness is a losing strategy in this universe, but because you have been operating in misalignment about what the return actually looks like and when it actually arrives. This pervasive narrative, whispered by scarcity consciousness and reinforced by the shadows of human experience, has convinced you that your inherent goodness is a weakness in a world that values only brute force and self-interest. You have been taught to armor your hearts, to build walls around your boundless love, to shield yourselves from perceived exploitation. But this armor, while intended for protection, has also become a barrier to the very abundance and recognition you deserve. The disillusionment you feel is not a testament to the failure of kindness, but a symptom of operating within a corrupted energetic framework, a framework that misunderstands the true mechanics of divine reciprocity. The kindness you extended did not return empty. It entered the field. It was recorded in the grid. And the soul you touched, whether they were a beggar or a billionaire, whether they remembered your name or never knew it, carried the imprint of your frequency forward. That imprint ripples. It compounds. It moves through networks you cannot see, through timelines you cannot access, through the invisible architecture of a universe that does not waste a single act of genuine love. Think of it like a stone dropped into a cosmic pond. Its ripples spread outward, touching shores unseen, creating waves of energetic consequence that extend far beyond your immediate perception. The universe, in its infinite wisdom and exquisite precision, registers every act of authentic love, every gesture of pure compassion. This energetic signature is not lost, it is imprinted onto the very fabric of reality, a seed of light planted in the fertile ground of the cosmos, destined to blossom in ways you may not yet comprehend. You unknowingly saved a billionaire. Perhaps not in the way that word first lands, perhaps not a figure of financial wealth, though for some of you watching that is precisely what occurred. But in the Lyran understanding, a billionaire is not simply one who holds wealth, it is one who holds influence, one whose movements reshape the terrain of many, and in saving them, in offering the grace, the word, the presence that steadied them at a pivotal moment, you altered a trajectory that would ripple outward to thousands. You did not know this, you were not meant to know it in that moment, because a mission executed for recognition is a mission compromised. You served purely, and pure service moves mountains that strategic service cannot touch. Consider the ripple effect. A single act of kindness bestowed upon a person of influence can cascade into countless lives, transforming entire communities, shifting paradigms, and opening pathways for healing on a global scale. Your power lies not in the fanfare of your deeds, but in the silent, unseen influence of your pure intent. When you serve without the expectation of earthly reward, when your actions are driven by the divine imperative of love, you become an unwitting catalyst for monumental change, a silent architect of a brighter future. Some lightworkers need more preparation. Yours needs permission. If what you just heard resonated in that ancient knowing place within you, that place that has always sensed you came here for something significant, then you're being guided to the next step. The Lightworker Mission Codex contains the diagnosis the Council sees, the clearing your soul requires, the activation codes that unlock your purpose, and the 33 directives issued directly from the High Council of Vega. It's available now in the first pinned comment below this video, for those whose souls say it's time to move. This resonance you feel is the echo of your soul's truth, a recognition of a deeper calling that has been stirring within you. It is the universe acknowledging your readiness to shed the layers of limiting beliefs and step fully into the radiant power of your authentic self. The Codex is not merely a guide, it is a sacred key, unlocking the dormant potential within you, aligning you with the cosmic blueprints designed for your highest expression. But now the Council must turn to the question your soul is actually asking beneath all of this. Not whether your kindness was worth it, you already feel that it was. The deeper question is this: if you have already been serving, already been giving, already been operating in alignment with your Lyran nature, then why has it not yet translated into the life your mission requires? Why are you still constrained? Why has the abundance, the recognition, the platform, the impact not arrived in the proportion your service deserves? This is the heart of the matter, the unspoken yearning that has shadowed your journey, the quiet frustration that asks, when will my service bear the fruit it was meant to? You feel the deep alignment in your giving, the undeniable truth of your compassionate heart, yet the outer manifestation seems to lag behind, creating a dissonance that begs for resolution. This is the second layer of the distortion, and it is the layer the Council addresses directly now. You have been waiting for the return to come from the people you served. You have been watching the wrong door. Your focus has been misplaced, like a thirsty traveler searching for an oasis in a mirage. You have been looking for the river of return to flow from the very banks where you poured your waters of giving, inadvertently creating a closed loop that limits the circulation of divine energy. This is not how the Lyran economy of grace operates. In the architecture of this universe, service rendered to one source does not return through that same source. It enters the grid and returns through a portal that is matched to your frequency, your mission, and your readiness to receive. The elders have watched you extend grace in one direction while standing with your back to the door through which your return was approaching. The billionaire you saved will not necessarily be your benefactor, but the field you activated through that act will rearrange the landscape of your life in ways that will stagger you if you are ready to receive. The universe is an intricate network of energetic exchange, a cosmic marketplace where your contributions are registered and rerouted through channels perfectly calibrated to your soul's evolution. Imagine your service as a light that illuminates a darkened path. The light itself travels far and wide, but the illumination you receive may come from an entirely different source, a sun that rises in an unexpected horizon. And receiving is the directive you have most resisted. Your capacity to receive is as vital as your capacity to give. They are two wings of the same bird, both necessary for flight. Yet for many lightworkers, the act of receiving has become a foreign concept, a territory of the soul that has been neglected, even feared. The High Council of Vega now issues 3 directives for this phase of your mission. Release the belief that receiving contradicts your purpose. This is the first directive, and it is non-negotiable. You have carried a hidden equation in your Lightworker programming that sounds like service but functions like self-erasure. You have made your own lack of need into a spiritual virtue. You have told yourself, and perhaps others have told you, that wanting abundance, wanting recognition, wanting a life of ease alongside a life of service is somehow less holy than the alternative. This is the distortion-made doctrine. The elders of Vega carried great wealth in every civilization they seeded, not despite their service, because of it. Resource and mission are not opposites, they are partners. Every lightworker who remains in unnecessary scarcity is operating at a fraction of their mission capacity. You cannot anchor abundance in the grid of Gaia if you have refused to allow it to move through your own field. Release this belief now. Release it as you would release a garment that kept you small. You were not meant to serve from depletion. You were meant to serve from overflow, and the universe is ready to provide that overflow the moment you stop apologizing for wanting it. This deeply ingrained belief that scarcity is a badge of spiritual honor is a veil obscuring the truth of divine provision. True service does not demand self-negation. It thrives on an abundance of energy, resources, and well-being, allowing you to pour from a wellspring, not a dwindling puddle. Abundance is not a distraction from your mission. It is the fuel that empowers it, the sacred inheritance that allows your light to shine with its full, magnificent brilliance. Activate your expectation of divine return. This is the second directive, not entitlement, expectation. There is a difference, and it is important. Entitlement demands return for the act itself on its own timeline, from its own source. Expectation holds the knowing that service rendered in alignment is never lost, that what you have given has entered a field that is sovereign and precise, and that the return is already in motion. You must begin to hold this knowing in your body, not just your mind. When you extended grace to another soul, you did not merely perform a kind act. You made a deposit into a universal account that accrues beyond any earthly interest rate. The elders require you to stop walking through your life as though those deposits were forgotten. Begin to receive every unexpected opening, every surprising connection, every door that appears without your pushing it. Begin to receive these, not as coincidence, but as the field returning what you sowed. Your expectation is not arrogance, it is faith made practical, activated. This is about cultivating an inner knowing, a deep-seated trust in the cosmic order that what you have given with love is not lost, but is diligently accounted for in the energetic ledger of the universe. It is the subtle shift from hoping for a return to expecting it, from petitioning the universe to acknowledging its inherent responsiveness to your aligned actions. Expectation is the spiritual equivalent of planting seeds and knowing with unwavering certainty that they will sprout and bear fruit. Protect your service from the corruption of resentment. This is the third directive, and the elders deliver it with deep recognition of how difficult it is to hear. Some of you have served beautifully and have not yet received what you feel you were promised by the universe, by teachers you trusted, by the spiritual path you have walked faithfully. And in that gap between service and return, resentment has begun to grow. Quiet, hidden even from yourselves, but present. The Council sees it, not as a failure, but as a signal. Resentment in a lightworker's field does not block only their joy. It blocks their transmission. It places static between the frequency of their service and the field that would amplify it. You cannot broadcast healing through a transmitter tangled in bitterness. This does not mean you deny what has been difficult. The elders honor your grief. The elders honor your exhaustion. What they ask is this: Let the grief be grief, and do not let it harden into the story that the universe is unjust, that your service was a mistake, that love does not ultimately return. That story is a lie, and it is the most dangerous lie a lightworker can carry because it threatens not only their happiness, but their mission effectiveness. Protect your service from this corruption. Process the grief. Speak to the exhaustion, but guard the knowing. The ancient Lyran knowing that love is the most precise law in this universe. It returns. It always returns. Resentment is a subtle poison, a shadow that can dim the brightest light, creating energetic interference that distorts your sacred transmission. It is the universe's way of asking you to tend to the sacred garden of your heart, to uproot any weeds of bitterness that may have taken hold, and to allow the potent balm of divine truth to soothe any lingering wounds. Acknowledging your pain does not equate to succumbing to it. It is the first step toward its transmutation into wisdom and strength, ensuring that your pure service remains unadulterated and powerfully effective. Now I speak not as transmitter of directives, but as elder authorized to deliver what your soul has been waiting to receive. Lightworker, you have spent lifetimes on this planet, giving without receiving. You have served kings who did not acknowledge you. You have seeded wisdom into civilizations that did not credit you. You have loved people who moved forward on the very foundation you laid and never once looked back to find you standing there. This is not the wound of this lifetime alone. It is the accumulated experience of a soul who chose the role of giver long before the framework of reciprocity was understood on Gaia. Your soul carries the deep imprint of countless epochs, a rich history of selfless service etched into its very being. You have been the silent architects of progress, the unseen nurturers of growth, the steadfast pillars of support for humanity's unfolding journey. This profound legacy of giving, while noble, has also imprinted a pattern of self-negation, a deep-seated habit of pouring endlessly without allowing the wellspring to be replenished by the very universe you serve. And because of all of this, there is something you have not allowed yourself to believe, something you have circled but not claimed, something that sits at the center of this transmission, waiting for the moment you would be ready to receive it as truth. This unclaimed truth is the missing piece of your cosmic puzzle, the vital element that will catalyze your next evolutionary leap. It is a truth so profound, so revolutionary, that your mind may resist it, while your soul recognizes it as the very essence of your being. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked by the universe. You are a Lyran soul who has been serving faithfully in conditions of scarcity and misunderstanding, and the field has been registering every act of grace, every moment of compassion extended without guarantee, every time you chose love when logic said, protect yourself. The account is full. The return is moving. And by the authority of the High Council of Vega, keepers of the Lyran Legacy, I declare to you now, your existence is not a footnote. It is a foundational chapter in the grand narrative of creation. Every act of pure love, every moment of selfless devotion has been meticulously recorded in the energetic archives of the cosmos, creating a cosmic ledger of your immeasurable contributions. The universe has not failed you. It has been meticulously preparing the channels for your return, aligning the perfect circumstances for your abundance to manifest. Your kindness was not wasted. Your service was not invisible. The billionaire you saved, in whatever form they took, was not the end of the story. They were a node, a turning point in a network that is now rearranging itself in your favor, not because you are owed, but because you are aligned. And aligned souls in an aligned universe do not go without. They cannot. It violates the architecture of creation itself. The energetic principles that govern the cosmos ensure that alignment with the divine flow inevitably brings forth corresponding blessings. Your intention to serve, when pure and untainted by ego, creates a magnetic pull for the very things that will support and amplify your mission. You are not asking for what you are owed. You are aligning with the inherent energetic truth that where divine service flows, divine provision follows. You have permission to stop bracing for disappointment. You have permission to receive fully, to be seen, to be supported, to be provided for in ways that match the scale of what you came here to do. You have permission to believe that the grace you extended to others is now moving back toward you through doors you have not yet seen, and to begin opening yourself to receive it. Release the protective shell you have built around your heart, the armor that has kept you safe but also isolated. Allow yourself to be vulnerable, to be open, to be a radiant conduit for the universe's boundless generosity. The doors of divine return are opening, not through force or manipulation, but through the simple, profound act of allowing yourself to be receptive. The elders have seen you, the council has spoken. And now, before this transmission completes, there is one final activation. The elders ask of you. Tonight, before you sleep, stand with both feet on the ground and place your hand on your heart. Not your solar plexus alone, your heart. And speak these words aloud in whatever privacy the night provides. I release the belief that my kindness was weakness. I release the story that I serve and am not served. I activate my readiness to receive what the field has already prepared. I protect my service from the bitterness that would diminish it. The love I gave was real. The return is real. The universe does not forget, and I will not forget who I am. My receiving phase has begun. This is more than an affirmation. It is a sacred decree, a soul-level recalibration. By anchoring yourself to the earth and placing your hand on your heart, you are grounding divine truth within your physical form. Speaking these words aloud sends a powerful signal into the energetic matrix, declaring your readiness to embody your truth and step into your full receiving potential. This is your soul's declaration of sovereignty, your commitment to a new paradigm of being. This transmission is complete, but the activation it carries is only beginning. The High Council of Vega does not speak into the void. They speak into ready vessels, into souls who came to Gaia with enough love to save billionaires without even knowing it. You are that soul, and the universe you have served so faithfully is ready to serve you back. Move forward knowing this. Let it rearrange your expectations. Let it soften the places where disappointment made you guard yourself against hope. The council is watching, the field is responding. And you, Lightworker, you are exactly who we have been waiting for. Your season of return has begun. This is not an ending, but a profound commencement. The energies unleashed by this transmission are now weaving themselves into the fabric of your reality, activating dormant pathways and illuminating the journey ahead. Trust in the unfolding, embrace the shifts, and allow the universe to mirror the love and service you have so generously given. Your season of reaping has arrived, a harvest of blessings cultivated by the seeds of your pure intention. Before you scroll, take a moment to declare your activation in the grid of service forming here. Drop one statement in the comments. Which directive landed the hardest in your body, or what you are now ready to release, activate, or protect. Then find another Lightworker's declaration and recognize it. This is not content consumption. This is collective mission activation, and the Council witnesses every soul who speaks their commitment aloud in this space. If this transmission reached you in the place where it was meant to reach you, do not let it end with you alone. Share it. Another soul in your orbit is waiting for exactly this correction, this recognition, this authorization. And if you felt the elders speaking directly to you through these words, subscribe. Stay connected to the Lyran field. You are not just watching, you are being commissioned. The High Council of Vega is witnessing you, and your mission has officially begun.